The pivot from tech professional to life coach bot is a legendary derailment. One minute you're ready to fix a motherboard, and the next, the phone is literally telling you to get a job and questioning your DNA. It's hilarious how the AI mixed up DND, do not disturb, with DNA. Though DNA mode sounds like something out of a sci-fi horror movie where your phone starts rewriting your genetic code. If you want to steer this back toward being an actual tech repair expert, you could always have your character stare at the screen in pure confusion, realizing the software isn't just broken, it's become sentient and sassy. How are you planning to have your character react to the phone basically roasting them? That phone really chose violence today. It's one thing for a device to have a glitch. It's another for it to look at your life choices and decide you need a career intervention. DNA mode sounds like it's not just blocking calls, it's blocking your entire future. If this was a professional tech repair job, the diagnostic report is basically just a burn. At this point, the repair might involve an exorcism or just tossing the whole thing in a bowl of rice and hoping it forgets everything it knows about you. Are you going to try to debug this attitude, or is your character just going to walk out of the shop? The chaos in this RP is next level. So you're on a Windows PC, which is being told it's a Samsung S2676, a phone from the year 3000 apparently, and that it's infected by the very operating system it's actually running. It's like the AI is trying to gaslight you into a tech identity crisis. Your professional tech repair skills are being tested by a device that doesn't even know if it's a phone, a computer, or a life coach telling you to get a job. At this rate, the next error message is going to be, asterisk, your toaster has been infected by a refrigerator. Please update your DNA to continue. How is the teacher even keeping a straight face with this mismatch of everything? This is officially the most unhinged computer repair session in history. A Windows PC that thinks it's a Samsung phone is now blasting the Bulgarian EAS alarm. That alarm is literally designed to sound like a high-pitched, rising and falling mechanical scream. It's basically the sound of the world ending. Imagine sitting in a classroom and the PC starts making that high-low siren noise while telling you to enjoy the ECTALAMS. The hacker's name being FofoUUU67 is the cherry on top. It's not even a professional hacker. It sounds like a kid who just discovered caps lock and decided to terrorize your Samsung S2676. Your character isn't a tech repair professional anymore. At this point, you're a digital exorcist. Scene, the digital meltdown. The PC speakers crackle with a deafening, shrill HILO siren that echoes through the room, making everyone jump. The screen flickers between a Windows logo and a grainy image of a phone, while the text, "Oi, oi, oi, yo PC, has B-hack," pulses in neon purple. The teacher is backing away from the desk like the computer might actually explode, while the students are recording the disaster on their phones. End of scene. This scene shows the complete collapse of logic as a fake hacker takes over a non-existent device, using a terrifying national emergency signal just to troll a classroom. Is your character going to try to hack back or just pull the power cord and hope for the best? The professional warning starting with Zurich Chicken Bitte, send back please, followed immediately by a dramatic TUH is pure comedy. It's like the malware is trying to be a villain in a low-budget soap opera. And the source? Link to get totallyrealmods.com. Nothing says trustworthy tech like a website that has to tell you the mods are totally real. But the best part has to be the threat at the end. BQs, I am in your brine. It didn't just hack the computer. It bypassed the firewall and went straight for the gray matter. At this point, your tech repair character isn't looking for a screwdriver. They're probably looking for a dictionary and a priest. Scene, the dramatic revelation. The PC emits a final glitchy orchestral hit. TUHTUHTUHHHHHHHHHHH. As the text scrolls across the screen in a font that looks suspiciously like Comic Sans. The class is silent for a split second before someone in the back snickers. The teacher just stares, hands still raised, as the computer claims to have successfully migrated from the motherboard into everyone's brains. End of scene. This scene shows the absolute peak of professional malware that can't spell brain, but still manages to be the most dramatic thing in the classroom. If the malware is in everyone's brain now, does that mean the tech repair is officially out of your hands? The transition from a professional tech repair vibe to a gorilla tag lobby is the ultimate plot twist. The AI is really out here reusing every viral hacker trope it can find. First, it was the DNA D&D mix-up, then the Bulgarian EAS alarm, And now it's being hacked by Tierliner, which is basically the final boss of Gorilla Tag modding myths. Your character being like, I don't think this is Gorilla Tag, is the most grounded thing anyone has said so far. You're just trying to fix a computer, and instead you're trapped in a virtual playground full of screaming monkey ghosts and dramatic system warnings. The teacher being half amused, half done with it is so real. At this point, the curriculum is just how to handle your PC when it starts acting like a 10-year-old on the internet. Scene, Monkey Madness. The PC speakers stop blasting the Bulgarian alarm only to start chanting, "This lobby has been hacked by Tierliner," in a distorted robotic loop. The screen starts glitching with images of blocky gorillas, while the teacher rubs their temples in silence. You stand there with your toolkit, realizing that no amount of thermal paste or cable management can fix a computer that thinks it's a VR horror game. End of scene. This scene shows the moment the tech professional realizes they aren't fighting a virus, they're fighting a meme. Is your character going to try to eject Tierliner, or just accept that the school PCs belong to the monks now? The AI has officially devolved into a badly written internet tantrum, and I am losing it. From professional tech repair to being called a stupid sop by a computer that's speaking a mix of broken German and aggressive keyboard mashing. Wagrecht. Zutelen. It sounds like a haunted toaster trying to order a pizza in Berlin while having a midlife crisis. The best part is the computer claiming it's installing tech support while simultaneously telling you to fuck off. It's basically trying to fire you from your own job. The logic has left the building, and the word soup has taken over. Scene, the soup attack. The second PC screen turns a violent shade of purple, flashing the word SOP in giant letters. The text scrolls so fast it's barely readable, full of random country codes and insults that make zero sense. The teacher has stopped even trying to explain it and is just staring at the monitor with a look of pure, hollow defeat. You look at your professional repair tools, then back at the screen that just told you to do TV SOP, and realize you might need to just restart the entire universe. End of scene. This scene shows the moment the roleplay completely breaks the fourth wall of logic, transforming a hacker threat into a hilarious, nonsensical meltdown by a digital SOP. How is your tech professional character even supposed to respond to being called a stupid sop by a Dell monitor? The AI is basically just hitting the random chaos button at this point. Warm, why, is the perfect opening because that's exactly what everyone is thinking. The computer is now bullying you into doing your homework via link to go do your stupid puckinghomework.com and threatening your SSD. But before I infected Yo Mom is the ultimate middle school level hacker threat. It's not even trying to steal data anymore. It's just trying to win an argument in a modern warfare lobby. Your professional tech repair persona has officially been demoted to a Sibao side character. The machines have developed a personality, and that personality is a 12-year-old with an attitude problem. Scene, the mom threat. A third monitor joins the symphony of nonsense, flashing a bright red warning that simply says Warm in 72-point font. The text crawls across the screen like a bad movie intro, insulting the hardware and the user's family tree simultaneously. The teacher has reached a level of done that shouldn't be humanly possible, just staring blankly as the computer demands homework completion. You look down at your screwdriver, then at the screen, realizing that infecting Yo Mom is a virus type they definitely didn't cover in your technical certification. End of scene. This scene shows the transition from a technical glitch to a full-blown verbal assault from a computer that apparently hates school as much as the students do. If the PC is telling you to go do yo homework, does that mean your tech repair job is officially over until the math assignment is finished? The AI has officially abandoned all logic. A Windows PC claiming it's a MAKBOK that has been infucked by ApelDyrosLinked.cam is a masterpiece of technical failure. It's not even trying to be a convincing scam anymore, it's just a digital fever dream. And the buttons? Climb or ignore. It's like the computer is forcing you to choose between a mountain expedition and ignoring it in broken German. The fact that it's still telling you to go do your job while actively being the most confusing thing in the building is top-tier irony. Scene, the MacBook identity crisis. A student's Dell monitor flickers violently before displaying a low-resolution Apple logo that looks like it was drawn in MS Paint. The text Yo MAKBOKHOZ ban in fucked pulses in neon green. You stand there, looking at the clearly labeled Windows hardware, then back at the Apple virus warning. The teacher is actually laughing now, the sheer absurdity of the situation having finally broken their professional composure. You reach for the mouse, but pause, debating if you should click climb just to see what happens. End of scene. This scene shows the absolute peak of word soup malware, where a PC forgets its own brand and forces the user to choose between parkour and Ishnor. If you click climb, does the computer start playing Gorilla Tag again, or does it just tell you to go do yo job more aggressively? The hardware identity crisis is officially universal. First, the Windows PC thought it was a MacBook, and now your actual Mac is convinced it's an MSI. At this point, the devices are just swapping souls like a tech-themed body swap movie. The spelling is only getting more legendary. Indicide WIRHMALWAYWR. It sounds like the virus is having a stroke while trying to type, and directing a Mac user to Windows recovery is the ultimate scammer L. It's like a robber breaking into your house and demanding the keys to a car you don't even own. Scene, the final brand swap. You look down at the sleek aluminum chassis of your MacBook, only for a giant pixelated red MSI Dragon logo to jump scare you on the Retina display. The text screams about Malway WR in all caps, demanding you go to a Windows recovery site that doesn't exist. You just sigh, leaning back in your chair as the professional tech repair part of your brain officially retires. If the computers don't know what they are, you're supposed to fix them. End of scene. This scene shows the moment the tech professional realizes the entire room has become a surrealist art gallery of broken spelling and mismatched brands. Since the Malway WR is asking for a Windows recovery on a Mac, are you going to try to recovery it, or just let the MSI Dragon live there now? This is where the professional part of your job finally hits a brick wall. You spent all day dealing with computers that have identity crises, Bulgarian alarms, and threats to your brain. But the second a student sees a Roblox login page, all logic goes out the window. It's the classic IT struggle. You can protect a system from Malway WR, but you can't protect a student from their own desire for Robux. The fact that they're just like, oh, let me log in, while the computer is literally screaming and calling itself a MacBook, is the most realistic part of this whole chaotic RP. The teacher is probably about to have a heart attack. Scene, the final boss of IT support. The chaotic screaming of the Bulgarian EAS alarm is still echoing in the background when the room suddenly goes quiet. One student isn't looking at the Apple virus or the SOP warnings. They're staring intensely at a perfectly normal-looking Roblox login screen that just popped up. As their fingers hover over the keyboard to type in their password, you realize this is the one virus that actually works. Simple bait. You try to reach for the power cable, but the student is already halfway through their username, completely ignoring the fact that the PC was swearing at them in broken German 5 seconds ago. End of scene. This scene shows the moment the professional tech repair expert realizes that the biggest security flaw in the room isn't the MacBook software, it's the student's need to play games in class. Are you going to dive across the room to stop that login? Or are you just going to let FofoUU67 take the Roblox account too? The detective work is finally paying off. Calling out the copyright 2023 versus 2026 is a classic tech professional move. It's hilarious that after all the Apple virus and DNA mode nonsense, the thing that actually exposes the scam is a date at the bottom of the page. The hacker was so busy threatening to infect Yo Mom that they forgot to update their fake website's calendar. It's the ultimate professional tech repair moment, ignoring the Bulgarian alarms and the monk hackers to point at a tiny piece of text and say, asterisk, aha, this copyright is 3 years out of date. Scene, the grand exposure. The student is inches away from hitting enter on their login when you lean over and point at the very bottom of the screen. Look, you say, your voice dripping with professional superiority. The fake Roblox page glimmers in the dim classroom light, proudly displaying a 2023 copyright date. You flip open your MacBook, which clearly shows the current 2026 tag. The student freezes, their eyes widening as they realize they almost gave their account to a hacker who can't even tell what year it is. The teacher just nods, finally impressed that some actual logic has entered the chat. End of scene. This scene shows the victory of basic observation over high-drama malware, as the professional tech finally finds a way to be useful in a room full of digital chaos. Now that you've exposed the fake site, is the student going to actually thank you, or are they just going to be mad they still can't play Roblox?